My next guest's medical device company is pushing hard for FDA approval of a product that could help spot one of the deadliest forms of skin cancer. Here to give us an update on the progress of that effort is Joseph Gulfo. He is the chief executive of Mela Services. Good to have Mela Sciences. Thank you very much for joining us,
Great
Joseph.
to be here. Thank you.
For those that don't know Mela Sciences, explain a little bit about the device and how it is used to detect melanoma.
Well, the first thing, this is a real breakthrough. In fact, it won the Christopher Columbus Innovation Award a few years back. And it's a marriage of a very sophisticated camera, a multispectral camera, just means many colors. One of the colors is infrared, so it can see below the surface, and computing power. Very, very sophisticated algorithms that can discern 5,000 characteristics of these different skin lesions and then automatically check for quality control to make sure no garbage in, because then you get garbage out, and then classifies, which is this separates the lesions into those that are suspicious and those not. And this is based on a 16-year effort, over 10,000 biopsy pigmented skin lesions, 600 melanomas, over 40 clinical sites. This sounds like a huge database that you've
accumulated here. Is that what it's measured against? Is because of all of this information that is put in, then you're then be able to sort of figure out, okay, where does, if I'm testing an individual patient, where does your particular result fit into the overall profile?
The huge database was critical to do two things. One, train the computers and come up with the formula, really. The formula is a series of variables given different weights, and they add up to a number. So in order to come out with the formula that separates disease from no disease, you needed that huge database to train it and then to test it, because you want to test it on a different set of lesions. But once you have that formula, it's not that you need to compare back to the huge database. You've created your formula, and then you just test each individual lesion. We will, after it's approved, continue to enrich that database and make this smarter and smarter and smarter.
Now, Joseph, you said when this is approved. Give me the sort of the situation right now as it relates to the Food and Drug Administration and Mela Sciences and this device. What's up?
Sure. Well, Pimm, before we began, I met with FDA. We went with the leading experts in melanoma, and we met with FDA, and we invested a year of time with 3 meetings. Because this is critical. We went and did the largest study ever done in this disease. So we wanted to make sure we were beginning with the end in mind. And so we meet with FDA and discussed all the different types of designs of studies you can do and what are the appropriate goals. And we met with FDA so much, and there was such a crystal clear understanding of what we should do, that the FDA agreed to enter into what's called a binding protocol agreement. This is an extremely rare contract. Only about 10 or a dozen have ever been done. So we invested the time to do that, got the contract, then we raised $130 million from investors, because basically that contract means regulatory risk is addressed. We went and did the studies, got tremendous results, 98% detection rate when doctors are only about 70%. And now we're waiting for approval. And an approval should take 6 months. And we're now approaching on the 2-year mark. So we're having a struggle when there should be no struggle, because we have outstanding data, and we have that very, very special contract which decided what the goals were up front, and we achieved the goals.
So what does the FDA say when you go to them and point out that it's been 2 years when you've already got this contract that says, look, we thought we had a deal, we've got the device, you've got the results? What's been their response?
Well, this is the issue and what we're trying to work with. I really believe that it's gone off the tracks. I believe that we need transparency here. And so what we've done is we filed a citizen petition, which has never been done before, in order to enforce a binding protocol agreement. And we're inviting the commissioner to bring as big a light as she can and shine this on it. And then I think they'll see where the tracks are. The tracks are that protocol agreement. I think then they'll realize we met every aspect of it, and this is a device that could be helping doctors save lives. 1 American an hour is dying. And I have great confidence we'll get it back on track.
All right. Well, and this is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, right?
It's Skin Cancer Awareness Month. Monday, the first Monday of May, is Melanoma Monday. We closed the NASDAQ bell. We had 3 patients there. All of them had the same story. Their melanoma was missed, and now they have later stage disease. One of the patients was a dermatologist.
All right. Well, you'll keep us up to date on what happens?
I will.
All right. Thank you very much. Joseph Gulfo from Mela Sciences. Mela Sciences, I beg your pardon, as in melanoma.